Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos, and today I'm bringing you another create and chat video. That means I'm going to be working real time on this painting while I answer some of your questions. On my previous create and chat video I didn't get any questions, so I decided to post on Instagram that I was making a Q&A and I got some questions from you guys, so I'm going to answer those ones in today's video. So far for this painting I've done just like a thin base layer in acrylic paint, and now I'm just going to be doing a bit more layering. I'm probably going to do some work on the skin. So yeah, let's get into the questions. So the first question is from Aqua Chic, and they've asked, what do you think has influenced your art style the most? So I think a lot of things have influenced my art and my art style. I went to a really artistic school where I did lots of art and I made a lot of really colourful art as well. So I think that kind of contributes to my love of bright colours, as you can see, lots of colour in this piece. But I think the main thing is probably my love for Disney and anime. Obviously my style is a bit stylized, it's not super realistic. Growing up I did a lot of realistic work, and I think that's why I do like to make like somewhat realistic work, but with just like a slight stylized aspect to it. So obviously like this isn't like super stylized like Disney or anime, but it's not super realistic either. So I think that's probably what's influenced my style the most. The next question is from Emily Jade. Hey Emma, love your videos and artwork, thank you. What do you find helps you the most when you're lacking inspiration with your artwork? And also, do you have any favourite artists who inspire your style of drawing and design? So the first question, what helps me when I'm lacking inspiration? I find just looking at other art really helps. I know that can be bad for some people because they look at it and then they just get like upset that they can't make art that's good, but personally when I look at other art I just get inspired and I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to make art like that. So yeah, definitely looking at other artists. Another thing that I'll do is watch a lot of like art videos on YouTube, and that kind of really inspires me too. And also I find something that you can do to help like when you're stuck is, rather than trying to think of like an amazing idea on the spot straight away, is beforehand, like what I do is actually I've got like a list on my phone that is just like a bunch of ideas that I have. They can be really detailed or really vague, and then I actually did this yesterday. I was feeling really stuck yesterday, and I was like, I don't know what to paint or what to draw. So I had a look at my list and then I was like, okay, I like these ideas. So then what I did was I did some thumbnails for those ideas. So I just drew up little squares, just something tiny, and then did like a rough idea of what the painting could look like or what my first idea was. And yeah, I think that really helps a lot, because rather than, you know, having to think of something amazing on the spot, you can reference back to your thumbnails and ideas and work on one of those. Yeah, I mean that helps me. Obviously everybody is different, but sometimes I do struggle with like the pressure to think of something amazing like straight away, and I think that really helps because you can kind of put your ideas down at a different time, and then when you're ready to make something you've already got them there. And for their other question, do I have any other favourite artists who inspire me? Yeah, there's lots. I really love like Audrey Kawasaki's work and Camilla D'Errico. I think the main art movements that really inspire me are Art Nouveau, and I do really like pop surrealist work. So you'll find a lot of my favourite artists create that kind of work. And any others, I really like Leilani Joy's work. She's also on YouTube. Audra Auclair, again, she's also on YouTube. Let me have a look. I follow a lot of my favourite artists on Instagram, so I'm just going to have a quick look. Alright, there's Rose Ellen Swenson, Happy D artist, she's got some really cool work. Bailey J is a digital artist that I really like, Charlie Bowwater, I think that's how you say her name. Her style is, I guess, a bit more realistic in a way, but she's just got some beautiful digital paintings. Oh, another artist that I like is Loish. I think that's how you say her name. She's got really cool work. Yeah, I like a lot of artists. You can probably even look at like who I follow on Instagram and see what artists are in there. Alrighty, so the next question is from Maggie Greeny, and they've asked, what is your favourite country/city that you have visited, and what country/city that you've never been to would you like to visit? For my favourite, that's really difficult. I've been to quite a few different countries. I've been to New Zealand, Europe, so Paris, Barcelona, Switzerland, Greece, and France. I've also been to Japan. I think I'd have to say Japan at the moment. I loved going to every other country, but I really liked Japan. I think Japan, but I really enjoyed Europe, and like New Zealand is just beautiful as well. I'm honestly the worst with answering like favorites questions because I never have like an actual favorite. I like lots of stuff. Alright, and what country would I like to visit that I've never been to? I really want to go to America, and I'm actually going in less than 3 months now. I'm going with Kieran, and we're going to Florida, New York, Vegas, LA, and San Francisco, and I'm so excited. I feel like America will be kind of similar to Australia, but I don't know, I'm just really excited, and we're going for 6 weeks, so it's going to be like full on and amazing. And yes, I'm going to be trying to vlog the whole thing over on my vlogging channel. 1, because I think it'll make for cool videos, and 2, so you know, I can look back and watch my holiday. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to America. Alright. Next question is from Ginger Babe, and they're saying, stumbled across your YouTube channel while searching for fringe bangs, lol. Stoked I did, your artwork is beautiful. Thank you. That's really funny that you found me from my other channel, although I'm not surprised because my other channel has quite a few subscribers on it and views. That's awesome that you managed to find my art channel from there. And they've asked, were you just as talented before you went to college for art? And what do you do when you have an inspiration block? Well, I already answered the inspiration block question. And was I just as talented before uni? As for if I was talented before uni, I definitely do not credit uni for making me a good artist. I hate sounding of myself, but I was pretty good at art before I went to uni. I mainly went to uni simply because, one, I didn't really know what to do, and I was able to go to uni. And I really liked the structure that uni offered. And also I got to, you know, work alongside other artists, try new things, learn a bunch of art history. I feel like I definitely did improve while I was at uni. Definitely, I think, with drawing and kind of drawing things more accurately. But I definitely do not credit, you know, uni for making me the artist that I am, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it definitely kind of helped, but you know, you definitely don't need to go to uni to be a good artist or successful artist. And I think the good thing about uni is that you can learn things quicker compared to trying to learn them in your own time. And I mean, ultimately it comes down to the effort that you put in as well. You know, uni isn't going to make you some amazing artist. It's just there to help you along the way, I think. And it really comes down to your effort, basically. Also, talking about uni, obviously this is only for the one that I went to, but a lot of the people that got in were already pretty good at art. So it wasn't really about, you know, going from someone who doesn't know how to create anything to being amazing. It's kind of, I kind of feel like it was for people who are already pretty good at art and everything, but they just kind of wanted to speed up the process of improving and just learning more. And again, you know, you have that structure. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed uni and I'm glad I went. I definitely don't think it's for everybody, and you definitely do not need to go to uni to be a good artist, like I said before. So yeah. Anyway, that's all of the questions that I got so far. I'm thinking I might leave it for a bit. I'm going to do more work on this without answering questions. But I might come back later, see if there's any more questions. And if not, I can just ramble on about other stuff if you want. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on this and then I'll be back a little bit later to answer some more questions. Hey everyone, so it's actually the next day. I didn't end up filming more questions yesterday, but I can easily do it today. So as you can see, I've done a bit more work on the face. I've done a bunch more shading on the face, more detailing on the eyes, and I actually put some burnt umber for her makeup, so it almost looks black, but it's not, and I think I like it like that. I do like how the rest of it, you know, I've got kind of like warm outlines and everything, but I can always change it if I really don't like it, but I think I'm happy with that so far. So I think a lot of the face is kind of already done at the moment. I'm going to do more detailing everywhere else, and then kind of after that I can decide to, you know, go back over it again or not. But yeah, so I'm going to start doing some work on the hair today. And I got a couple more questions, so I'm going to answer those now. I actually got one question on my Facebook page, which is like amazing, because even though my Facebook page has lots of likes on it, there's like hardly any engagement. But I actually got a question, so. The question is from Suska, I think that's how you say your name, and they've asked, hello Emma, what is your favourite band and do you watch anime series? I feel like I've answered these types of questions before, but I'll answer it again anyway. So my favourite band, I don't have like one particular favourite band, and I like a lot of music, but I will just say kind of like the favourites off the top of my head. So I really like Panic at the Disco, Escape the Fate, The Pretty Reckless, The Veronicas. They're kind of pretty high up there. And also lately I've been getting into Melanie Martinez and her album Crybaby. I really like it, and I've actually been listening to that while working on this painting, just because, I don't know, it feels kind of Melanie Martinez-ish in a way. But yeah. Also, there's another band that I recently got into, because if you didn't know, I'm going to Warped Tour later this year. I'm going to the one in Vegas, and I was looking up all the bands that are playing, and seeing if, I liked any of the ones that I didn't know, and that kind of thing. And there's one band, they're called Palais Royale, and their music is awesome. They're really good, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing them play live. And also their album actually comes out, I think near the end of June, I think. But yeah, they're kind of the bands and musicians that I'm liking at the moment. So yeah, I feel like I always answer that question though, so. And also they asked, do I watch anime series? Yes, I do. My favourites are Studio Ghibli movies. I love them, like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Totoro, Ponyo. I just think they're great. And as for like anime series, I really like Death Note. I also watched Attack on Titan, which is, if you haven't seen it, it's really full on. I mean, it's good, but yeah, I don't think that's for everybody. I've also watched Vampire Night, and as a kid I loved Sailor Moon. I mean, I still like it, but like I remember watching it, I think it was in the mornings. I think it was on maybe like Cheese TV or something like that. Yeah. Also, Kieran and I are actually watching an anime that's on Netflix at the moment. It's called Psycho-Pass, and that's pretty good as well. And then the other question that I got on Instagram is from Lindsay Delilah, and they've asked, do you have any advice for someone going to school for their BFA? I'm finally starting to get into my major, but I have no idea what to expect. Also, did you ever find a job that pertained to your fine arts major? I know you recently quit your job to work on your art and YouTube. Major props to you for doing that, and I wish you the best of luck. Sending positive vibes your way. Thank you so much. Advice for someone going to school for their BFA. I think it's important to kind of stick to the kind of art that you want to make. I found, and this is only for the university that I went to, it's going to be different everywhere you go. But I found like a lot of the time certain teachers would like something that you did, but then others wouldn't, and they would definitely kind of suggest things that they liked almost in a way. And at my university they didn't really like the whole illustration thing. I don't know, like, because it's not fine art or whatever. Even though like a lot of my work, kind of looked a lot like illustration, and a lot of the artists that I looked at, you know, they thought it looked a lot like illustration. And yeah, so I don't think it's cool when like teachers are like, you shouldn't be doing that because it's not fine art, or because they don't like it, you know. I think it's important to stick to what you like. Obviously, like at my uni, you know, we got certain projects, so it was like, you know, you have to paint a landscape, you have to paint a portrait, and that kind of thing. But I found it was more so when I kind of got to the point where I was able to paint pretty much what I wanted to paint. That's where I got really stuck, and I mean, I did feel like I kind of wasted a lot of time because I didn't know what to paint, so I didn't paint anything. And that's another thing, just keep making art. Like, even if you think it's really bad or whatever, I think it's important to just keep making it, and eventually you'll find something that you like. I do struggle a lot with, like, you know, getting overwhelmed with thinking of ideas, if that makes sense. So yeah, and also just have fun and learn stuff. I don't really know what else to say, but hopefully that helps a little bit. And also the other question was, did I ever find a job that pertained to my fine arts major? No, I didn't. I mean, to be honest, there aren't really that many jobs. I mean, yes, there are some out there, but they're definitely not in the majority. So yeah, no, I never found a job that, you know, needed a Bachelor of Fine Arts to work there or whatever. And I mean, in saying that, I didn't get my Bachelor of Fine Arts because of that. I mainly went to uni just to learn. It wasn't really to get that piece of paper at the end. I mean, yeah, it's cool and it's awesome that I did, but yeah, I just wanted to learn more, and that's why I went. And that's pretty much all the questions. I will talk a little bit more about something that Lindsay did mention, and that is that I recently quit my job. If you missed my previous video, I announced that I recently quit my job, which is scary and exciting. Basically, I'm in a position at the moment where I can afford to be out of work for a bit. I do not earn a living off my art and YouTube yet, but I do have some time to be out of work. And I was like, you know what, I could either take it or I could leave it, and I figured, you know what, if I didn't do it, I would just regret not doing it. So that's why I'm giving it a go. And yeah, hopefully this works out well. You know, if it doesn't, then I can always get another job in the future, you know. So far it's going really well. I've definitely had, you know, some days where I haven't felt as productive as others, but overall I'm really enjoying it, and working from home is awesome. Like, I'm quite an introverted person, so this is like the perfect working style for me. I kind of always knew that I'd like working from home as an artist. Yeah, so this is my first week working as a full-time artist and YouTuber, I guess. And it's so awesome just having so much more time. Like, you know, just kind of experiencing this for a bit is really showing me that, you know, yes, I do like doing this, because I feel like some people wouldn't be able to work from home very well. But yeah, just doing this, I'm like, yeah, I know I like this, and it's what I want to do. And it's like, most of the time, I don't feel like I'm working, like, at all. Which is awesome. Like, who wants to feel like they're working? And I mean, I'm sure there will be times where I'm like, ugh, I don't feel like, you know, making any art or anything. But I think, you know, I think you should have a job that most of the time you like it. I think that's the important part. So yeah. all the feedback that I've received so far has been really positive, so thank you. But yeah, working from home has just been awesome, and even if I have to get another job in the future, at least I can kind of use this time to really work on my art and try and, you know, grow my YouTube as much as I can. So yeah. Anyway, that is all the questions that I received for this video. Thank you for sending in questions if you did. And don't forget to leave questions on this video for me to answer in my next Create and Chat video. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because that way you won't miss any of my videos. And also keep an eye out for the finished painting of this. I'm going to keep working on it, and I'm thinking I'll upload it probably sometime next week, depending on when I finish it. So far it's going pretty well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.